of those nice claws that you are seeing there. The reason that black bears are such good climbers is they originally started showing up. They originally evolved during the Ice Age in forested areas. And at that time, there were a lot of much larger, scarier predators around, things like saber-toothed tigers, dire wolves, cave bears, so on, all of which would happily eat the smaller black bear. Now, as you watch him eat, you've probably noticed he's a very, very handsome bear. And that's not just something nice to say, it's true. So Lucky is 18 years old, and a male 18-year-old bear in the wild would likely have a lot of different scars on him from dominance battles with other males for the rights to mate. They'd have scars along their snout, maybe along their eyes and ears, so on. Lucky, on the other hand, he has not had to fight for a single thing, a single day in his life, and so he's able to keep a very handsome profile for us. Now Lucky, he's a fellow Midwesterner. He is originally from Madison, Wisconsin. He was just a cub, and he was running up to people, grabbing onto their pant legs and squalling at them, begging for food. That's obviously pretty unusual, so he was called in to the Madison DNR. They originally said that he was likely just separated from his mother, and that his mother would come back at some point. However, a week passed, and there was no sign of the mother, so they ended up seizing him as a nuisance if possible, conserving as much energy and as many calories as they can so that they can then use that for hibernation in the winter. And simply put, it is far easier to eat things that are not going to be running away or fighting back, things like berries and nuts, rather than hunting for other animals. Now they have a few adaptations to help be as lazy as possible. You might have noticed while she's eating her peanuts, she'll put them whole in her mouth, and then the shells will be pushed out of the sides. That is because black bears have something called a diastema, and you can actually recreate it with a finger puppet. It's a series of reduced molars behind the canines that when they close down, it acts as a nutcracker, being able to shell the nut. They can then push the shells out of the sides of their mouth and swallow the nut.